Hi, my name is Rachel Cray, and for my project I had famine, affluence, and morality. And famine is the extreme scarcity of food. Affluence is the state of having a great deal of money or wealth, and morality is principles concerning the distinction between right and wrong or good and bad behavior. So the thesis or central point is that affluent people are morally obligated to donate far more resources to humanitarian causes than what is considered normal in Western cultures. So, the first premise was that if one can use one's wealth to reduce suffering by aiding famine relief efforts without any significant reduction in the well-being of oneself or others, it is immoral not to do so. So, suffering and death from lack of food, shelter, and medical care are bad. So, an interesting point was that in East Bengal, India, people are dying from lack of food, shelter, and medical care. And this singer wrote it in 1971, and the total amount given to refugees from all sources stood at the currency of 65 million, and the estimated cost of keeping the refugees alive for 1 year in their currency is 464 million. And it just goes to show that there are other parts of the world where people have died and are dying from malnutrition and lack of food. And Peter agrees or argues that if you have the money that you should donate it to help everyone out, because no one needs or no one should be dying from lack of food, and if you have it you might as well help them out. So premise 2, it's the strong singer principle. If it is in our power to prevent something bad from happening without thereby sacrificing anything of comparable moral importance, we ought morally to do it. So without causing anything else comparably bad to happen, or requires us only prevent what is bad and not to promote what is good. So an example that he used was, if you're walking past a shallow pond and you see a child drowning, you should go in and pull the child out. This may mean getting your clothes wet or dirty, which is not significant, while the death of the child would be a bad thing. So even though it'll cause you to do something, cause to get your clothes wet, it would be immoral not to go in and help the child, even if you're there by yourself or there's you and 10 other people there. So a thinker, I put John Stuart Mill would agree with Peter Singer, as utilitarian states that actions are right in proportion as they tend to promote happiness, and wrong as they produce the reverse of happiness. And utilitarianism is justifiable if it brings the most amount of happiness for the greater good. So if people are donating and everything and it's bringing happiness to the greater good, then that's why I think that John Stuart Mill would agree with Peter Singer. And affluent people are morally obligated to donate far more resources to humanitarian causes than what is considered normal in Western cultures.